The ongoing investigation into Democratic Senator Mark Kelly is making some Republicans uneasy. On Monday, the Department of War announced it is escalating the review of Kelly to an official command investigation. And according to a Pentagon official, the retired Navy captain is under investigation for what the official called serious allegations of misconduct. The Department of War has targeted the senator after he participated in a video posted by Democratic Senator Alyssa Slotkin, which urged members of the military not to obey unlawful orders. Kelly has been a vocal critic of President Trump's strikes on alleged drug boats and had this to say after Monday's announcement.
It should send a shiver down the spine of every patriotic American that this president and Secretary of Defense would so corruptly abuse their power to come after me or anyone this way.
Here to discuss is the Hill's White House reporter Brett Samuels. Hey, Brett, so Republican Senator Rand Paul has said this investigation is a terrible idea. He's one of 5 GOP members who have expressed reservations about the Hegseth-led investigation. Are there a growing number of Republicans who are concerned about this?
Yeah, I think, Drew, we're seeing certainly a handful of Republicans sort of express their concerns about the continued escalation of this probe into Senator Kelly. Republicans, for various reasons and of various stripes, we should note, Rand Paul, obviously, more of a libertarian, Susan Collins of Maine, more of a moderate. We've seen others, Dan Sullivan of Alaska, Lindsey Graham even of South Carolina, who is certainly a staunch Trump ally, just various Republicans across the spectrum who have really kind of, for different reasons, expressed some concern here about what exactly the Pentagon's plan is, why exactly they're escalating this probe into Senator Kelly, and why exactly they think it's a good idea or a good use of resources.
Shortly after Democrats released the joint video, President Trump went as far as to call for the execution of Democratic lawmakers. Has that particular statement been the crux of some of this pushback from Republicans?
Yeah, I think, certainly that was initially sort of the cause for frustration or cause for concern among some Republicans who felt like the president, who called this video, treasonous and seditious behavior, that Republicans felt like that had gone too far, that it was an overreaction to a video that, certainly a lot of Republicans felt like was ill-advised or maybe a poor idea for Democrats to participate in this video, urging members of the military that they don't have to obey illegal orders. But that being said, I think even after the fact that President Trump put out that rather inflammatory post on social media, we've still seen Republicans continue to express some concern about how the Pentagon has continued to carry out this investigation into Senator Kelly, how they've kind of escalated that investigation and really targeted the senator from Arizona over his role in particular.
Are Republicans concerned that Hegseth's actions could have a chilling effect on the military?
Yeah, one defense we've seen of Senator Kelly from various Republican senators is that he's protected by the speech and debate clause. That because of that, his remarks are protected. That there's not necessarily any case for wrongdoing, or that he shouldn't necessarily face consequences for speaking out like this. And I think there is concern that if the Pentagon continues to target Senator Kelly over these remarks in particular, that it could have a chilling effect on members of the military, who are then more concerned to speak out, or b to potentially raise concerns about orders that they maybe don't agree with, and b that it could have sort of a chilling effect just more broadly on kind of how the Pentagon proceeds as far as their business, as far as Republicans dealing with the Pentagon. I think this is just kind of the latest instance of even some Republicans really expressing some frustration with kind of how the Pentagon is being operated and how it's interacting with Congress specifically.
All right, we will continue to follow. Brett Samuels, thanks so much for your insight.
Thanks, Drew.